Guys, Someplace here. Welcome to week one of the Minecraft Sim League. As I said in the introductory video, one sport will be contested each week, and this week it's Clockworkus. Now, my goal for this isn't really to I don't know, you know, maybe I become famous with this, maybe I don't, but it's just an idea. And if it's the start of something special, maybe it's the start of something special, or it just lasts one season. We'll never know. But this right here is the sorter. So this is going to be deciding our matchups. And then this right here that I've built is where we are going to be storing our matchups. So as you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So I will be placing the teams here. I'm in creative mode. Now that we've got that sorted out, this is again where I'm going to be putting the teams. So one here, and these two teams will be facing off against each other. And I'll have to make another one for the other sports like four feathers and drop sixes. So yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So we've got our boxes here. Let's take them all out of here. And then we're just gonna load them all up in these right here. So we're gonna do, let's see, we got 24, so we're gonna do 8 in each of these, the random ones. One more, there we go. And then, where's the other one? Sorry for the technical difficulties. The last one is actually right here, and we're gonna be loading the last 8 into there. Now I'm hoping for a good game from the Sun Rays. I just made this custom Sun Rays jersey skin. Um, I don't know if it looks good or not, but I make all my own skins, so I think it looks all right. And yeah, so we're going to be pushing this button here. I'm just going to drop um, 3 of these into this right here. And then this button will decide 2 of the 3 that, so yeah, basically press this button. Each of the 3 droppers put one team in, and then this is going to decide 2 of them. So first up, we've got the Violets and the Royal Hogs. This is going to be um, an interesting matchup as both teams are currently 0-0 on the season. Both have 0 cup points and, looking to get off to a good start. And next up, we'll press that in there. And we're going to get the Savannah Cats taking on the Lush Dwellers. This is another interesting one because both teams are currently sitting at uh, basically even on the season, about a 500 record there. And so looking to break the stalemate with a win. Now we've got the Undead taking on the Jockeys. This is a bitter rivalry. We got the Creepers and oops, the Chicken Jockeys. Oh, there, I said it. Are you happy now? Anyway, matchup 3, Undead Jockeys. There we go. Next up, we got the Tridents and we got the Dog Pack. Now we've got the Whitewoods taking on the Copper Golems. This one is an interesting one, as both teams have never faced each other before and are looking to take their first win. Chargers and the Gapplers. And now matchup number 7, Flyers and Cherries. Now we've got the Sniffers taking on the Diamondeers. We've yet to see the Sunrays, my favorite team, of course. Now we got the Phantoms and the Hive Mind, which means there are only 2 teams left, if, if I'm correct. We got, wait, no, this is only 10. We need 12, don't we? Oops. More technical difficulties. Please stand by. And there we go. That didn't take too much time. We got 10, 11, and 12. So we are going to have to figure out, with 6 teams remaining, who the matchups will be. We got the Pillagers taking on the Edge here. Pillagers, of course, with their special banner. And now we got the Sunrays, and they will be taking on the Detonators. This is a very good first matchup, I think, for the sun rays. The detonators tend to explode in tough situations, so we should be able to put on a show against them. Now we got the Bone Bows and the Bucket Heads for the final match of the week. And of course, again, we will be doing Clockworkus. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember the names of my own sports. Here we are. Our first set of matchups. So first up, we got the Violets taking on the Royal Hogs. All right, we've got their banners set up and we are ready. We are ready for the first game of Clockworkus. We got the scoreboard and everything. All right, so let's send the first one down out of 21, which is the Nether Star right away. The Nether Star right away to the Violets. That is a wild start. The major catching up to do for the Royal Hogs. Let's get just 5 more going. Got a gold bar there and some points. Looked like an emerald. That's worth 20. That is a lot of points for the Royal Hogs, and that is going to bring them a lot closer. That is huge for the Royal Hogs right there. Let's get 5 more. Oh, those are all going towards the Violets there. That is going to be huge for them. 10 buttons to go. The Violets have taken their lead back. Let's get 5 more going. More points to the Violets there. And the Violets showing why the Nether Star is important with only 5 pushes to go. The Royal Hogs need a miracle here. They brought it back after the first 5 and made it look like they were going to keep it competitive, but that's 20 more points there with the Emerald to the Violets. And yes, I think it is over here. And yeah, that's 3 diamonds, so 45 points for the Royal Hogs, but it's still not enough to defeat the Violets. And we have our first final score of the season. Violets 136, Royal Hogs 97. And in season 1, we've got our very first matchup of Clockworkus finished. We got Violets 136 to the Royal Hogs 97, which currently secures Violets for a gold medal finish in Clockworkus and Royal Hogs for a silver medal finish. But, anything can happen, anything can change, and we will likely see some other teams rather, get medals this week. And next up for game number 2, we've got the Savannah Cats taking on the Lush Dwellers. Let's get that ready to go. All right, let's grab them too. We're going to put the Savannah Cats there and the Lush Dwellers there. And with the scoreboard up, we are ready to go for game number 2. And all right, we do need to replace these back in our dropper up top, which we have a very nifty water elevator here for us. So let's just toss these in. Can we, there we go. Oops, came back. Nope. Go up the elevator, sir. There we go. And those are going to get put back in the dispenser up top. And 21 pushes to go here. Let's start with our very first one, which starts off the match. And we are going to get a piece of iron. Don't know how the physics worked on that one, but it ended up in the Savannah Cats, which is 3 points for them. And now that the match is underway, let's get 5 more pushes in. Diamond there to the Lush Dwellers. But we got some netherite here for the Savannah Cats. That is going to be huge for them. That's 55 points right there. And with only a diamond and a redstone for the Lush Dwellers, they are quickly down to a rough start, but it can be turned right around by another star or something else. So let's get our next round in here. There's a diamond there for the Savannah Cats and another, oh my goodness, they're all just going to the left today. We got another redstone. That's a Another large amount of points. Did we only push 4 times? There are only 4 items that have fallen, so we are going to, take another push here. There's no way anything can get stuck, so right, it's 3. Yeah, a bit of a technical mishap there, but it's just gone to the Savannah Cats. This is absolute dominance from them today. Let's see how many points we got here. And that is just a huge lead, and we are just past halfway through this game, and the Savannah Cats are on the verge of taking the gold medal. That's the issue there. I push it too fast. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta let the redstone inside cool down for a second. There's some more points for the Lush Dwellers and more for the Savannah Cats. Let's add them up. And the Lush Dwellers scored a netherite, so that's 33 there, but 2 more emeralds for the Savannah Cats means the lead is absolutely massive. Just 120 points there from the Savannah Cats. This is complete dominance as we go into our final 5 pushes. And let's see, the Nether Star will choose the Lush Dwellers. It's probably too little too late, but we will see. Yeah, another netherite there for the Savannah Cats. And another star plus an emerald makes it 71 points for the Lush Dwellers, but unfortunately, another netherite for the Savannah Cats takes them to 199 points, and they will take the W. Although the Lush Dwellers earning a bronze medal as it stands with 124 points. Very good on them. And as we set them in their place for all eternity, the Savannah Cats don't even fit. We're gonna have to take up extra big sign here. 199. Same with the Lush Dwellers. So the Lush Dwellers, 124, which means the Royal Hawks will not be receiving a medal today. And the Savannah Cats, just a dominant win, 199. The largest amount of points as it stands, but it will probably be broken today. Let us see in the next matchup between the Undead and the Jockeys, which some may affectionately call the chicken jockeys. However, does not only include chicken jockeys, but rather all jockeys. And now that we have that up, let's get going here with our very first push. Oh, but of course, I do have to remember to do this every time if I can. And now that we've got that in, let's get ready to go with the very first drop of match 3 is a netherite straight to the jockeys, which is a 25-point boost to their hopes here. And we will see if that lead stays. Let's get another 5. There's a netherite dropping to the undead this time. They also received a gold, which will bring them up 36 points. But only 8 points for the jockeys, which means the undead have taken the lead here. But it's a very close one going into our second round of 5. Hearing a lot of things drop in the undead, but there's an emerald for the jockeys to punch a lapis there for the undead. That'll bring them up to 42. And another 21 for the jockeys will mean that they retake the lead. So 10 drops to go. A very close one, low scoring, but the uh the Nether Star still to be found here. And the emerald makes all the difference for the undead there. As they got 3 coppers and an emerald. And the jockeys were only able to come up with an iron there, which means the undead have retaken the lead, 5 to go, and neither of these teams will probably be earning medals, but it's a very close one coming down to the wire. And there's the last one. There's a netherite for the undead that could be huge. And now let's check the scores. Two Netherites. That's 50 points right there. And another one, and an emerald for the jockey. So let's get that final tally in. And it's only an additional 46 points to the Undead's 50, which means they pull out the win here, 115 to 103. But still a very, very exciting one. And yep, neither of these teams will be earning medals, but sometimes it's about the exciting one. And the jockeys lose in a close one to the Undead, 115 to 103. And let's put their place in the record book. The Undead, impressive, 115 to the jockeys, 103. Oops, I can't spell. I still can't spell? There we go. Very impressive from the Undead to be able to pull out a close one. Two Netherites in the final drop. And it will be them who earn the 2 points this week, 2 cup points for the win that could lead to something even greater this season. Now we move on with matchup number 4, the Tridents taking on the Dog Pack, and a very exciting one. Hopefully, our fourth matchup of the week so far. And if you guys are enjoying it, please leave a like, comment your favorite team, and as always, that back there and that big blackboard with a bunch of signs on it, we are going to be taking suggestions for names for second division teams, which could be promoted to the first division. So if you want a chance to see your team in playing Clockworkus against the Dog Pack or the Tridents, you know, leave a like, subscribe, and comment a good name that you would like to see. And with that, let's get our fourth matchup underway. Let me just get the scoreboard real quick. There we go. And we are ready for Clockworkus matchup number 4. Of course, we are never ready because I'm always forgetting to reset these. And now that we've put those back, let's get down to business, starting with drop number 1, which is, I think, an iron. It is an iron. It's a dog pack, which means they take a 3 ball into the 4 rounds of 5. There we go. And we are ready for our first 5 drops here. Oh, the Nether Star has dropped for the Tridents. That is huge for them. The Dog Pack managed to keep it close with a Netherite and a gold, so we will see what happens next going in to the next 5 drops. And that could be crucial, but they're still only 25 points down. That's one piece of Netherite. So that could be pretty close here. We only dropped 3 pieces there. What's going on? One, two, three. Okay, 2 more. And the last couple of pieces drop, and they both go to the Tridents. That is huge. A diamond and a Netherite for them, which could put the game away with only 5 button presses to go. And we might see the game put away here. The Tridents up by nearly 60 with only 5 button presses to go. Dogpack needing a miracle here with some Netherites, maybe. There's a diamond. There's a Netherite going to the Dogpack, but I did see a diamond go to the Tridents. And yep, that is probably game over there with another emerald and a Netherite for them as well. Wait, that's one that they already had. I'm a little slow. And with that, the calculations are over. Trident's 160 to just the dog pack's 37, which means that the Tridents, I think, secure a silver or a bronze here. Of course, the 199 point performance from I've already blinked. From the Savannah Cats. Cannot be ignored. Just a very impressive win here from the Tridents, and they will take the 2 points and the W for this week. Means that the Tridents will be put in history as the winner 160 to 97. There we go. 4 games down, 8 to go. Let's get right back to it. With matchup number 5, which is the Whitewoods taking on the Copper Golems. With the Whitewoods and the Copper Golems, both teams sitting at 0-0 on 0 points to start the season. So some much needed points here would be great for them to start the season off. Let's start with our first drop here, which is going to be a piece of netherite dropping to the Whitewoods. That could be huge for them. We'll see how that plays out during till I can't speak. We'll see how that plays out for the end of the game. And there's the scoreboard for you. Sorry, I forgot to put it up, but yeah, Whitewoods 25 to the Copper Golems, 0 to start the match off, and let's get our next 5 drops in here. I'm seeing a lot of drops go to the Copper Golems there. This could get exciting, folks. And with a diamond and an emerald, the Copper Golems will take the lead 30 to 42. 5 drops more here, and then 10 after that to decide the winner. Only 12 more points for the Whitewoods. Well, only 8 additional points for the Copper Golems, saved probably by the measly 12 that were just scored by the Whitewoods. Copper Golems retain their lead, but it's down to 8 points now. And in Clockwork, his scores can change around in an instant, especially if they're this close. Diamond for the Copper Golems will definitely be good there. But we now get an emerald and another gold for the Whitewoods, just a large amount of scoring for them there. And the Whitewoods will extend their lead. That emerald being super helpful for them. 16 drops so far, 10 to go. Whitewoods up by 15. Nether Star still has not made its appearance, but if it does, it will decide the winner. And huge point scoring there for the Whitewoods. 20 points for them, a couple of emeralds. And yeah, a whole lot of nothing here for the Copper Golems. And not a lot of points here, which means 40 will be enough for the Whitewoods, sorry, to take a W. And a low scoring affair here, 119 to 75. But doesn't matter how low the score is. The result is still the same. 2 points for the Whitewoods and none for the Copper Golems. But good start for the Whitewoods to this season. And their score will be remembered forever now, as it is being put in Whitewoods. 119. The Copper Golem's 75. And that will fit on the sign. Another digit would have had me put it below, but only 75 points for the Copper Golems. And the Whitewoods will not receive a medal for that performance. The honors still go to the Savannah Cats, the Tridents, and then the Violets. But it's 2 points all the same. All points are helpful towards the championship. And now let us move on to matchup Number 6, the Chargers taking on the Gapplers. And here we go. Let's grab that scoreboard. There we go. And as the scores are leveled here, let's move these back up to the top. Another star did not make an appearance on that one, but means it's all the more likely to appear here. And as we've seen before, the Nether Star decides the winner, and in testing, it typically did. I think about one time it didn't. So that will be historic when it happens. Another star comes down here, very first drop, and it lands in the Chargers' pot, which means that they will start off with 50 points. And it seems insurmountable for the Gapplers, but anything is possible here. 1 point from copper is not going to do it, and neither is an iron. It's likely over. It's over, Chad. Somebody ring the bell. Another 48 points for the Chargers. And just like that, it's 98 to 4. Just a stunning start from the Chargers. A gold medal run for sure with only 6 drops thus far. 15 to go. Chargers already at 98. And those just about all went in the Chargers camp. The Gamblers here will get 20, but it's a small number, and 20 as well between these two for the Chargers. And the lead is still large for the Chargers with 10 to go. If they want to make a gold medal charge here, they're going to need a lot more points, and there's another 20 for them. And another right for the Gapplers will double their score, bringing the Chargers' lead down to 90. So, with 5 pushes left, we could see, if anything just dramatically changes. I'm just kidding, guys. Let's be real with ourselves. The Chargers have won. Will they earn a gold medal here? Nope. Clockworkus is giving and giving to the Gapplers. Just just 11 points there for the Chargers. Maybe only just 10. Let's see. And now that everything has been collected, the final score has been calculated. 153 to 92. The gap was only 61 in the end, but it seemed big in the beginning, and the Chargers are going to look on back on this one with triumph in their eyes. 153 that will, I believe, earn them a bronze medal so far this week. It started off strong, could have been stronger, but yeah, Clockwork has started to favor the comeback there, and the Chargers are lucky that it didn't happen. But we will now set up their history here. Chargers 153 to the Gapplers 92. Uh, and there is the final score. We're now on to week 7 here. The Flyers taking on the Cherries. Just past halfway in this video so far. If you've liked it, drop a like, maybe subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate each and every one of you that watches these videos, even if it's very few. Um, but yeah, let's get underway here with the next matchup. Very color coded teams here. And we are going to get started right away as soon as we get the scoreboard, of course, here. And we are going to right underway with the very first drop of Clockworkus. It's a one-pointer for the Flyers. Very exciting stuff. And they're off to a very hot 1-0 lead. That could be turned around, but I think the Flyers, could hold on to this one. It's a very, very large lead so far. 5 more drops here. That was only 4. And a 15 there for the Flyers. So that's 21 points for them and just 13 for the Cherries. We've got up to a very hot start here. And there is a score after 6 drops, 15 to go. A very, high scoring one we're used to seeing here. A diamond for the Cherries and the Nether Star. The Nether Star will drop for the Flyers. That is huge. Like I was gonna say that could be huge. That is huge. That is the Nether Star. 50 points for them. And that could go well on to sealing it. And with 10 drops to go, the Flyers have massively increased their lead there with the Nether Star. But the Cherries only only 37 points behind. That's double their score. But things can happen. There's a diamond there for the Cherries, and an emerald immediately fired right back for the Flyers. Did they get anything here? 20? You might not have had this too, and only a 1. So 23 points for them. And yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20 points to the emerald ends up being huge here for the Flyers. They didn't get much else. And the lead is ever so slightly increased to 40 with just 5 drops to go. The Cherries needing something huge to earn the comeback. I need one more there, don't I? And it will be just a copper for the Cherries. And a netherite for the Flyers might as well seal it. 27 points for them. Not much. And a rather large score for the Flyers, 125. One they can be proud of. It won't earn them a medal, but it is one they can be proud of because it earned them the 2 points to the Cherries, 89. And now we give them their spot in the winner's circle. Flyers, 125 to the Cherries, 89. It looks like so far all the winners have been from the left side or on the blue side. And I did notice that in testing. However, we did get a few right-sided wins as there was close. I'm not really sure why the dispensers tend to kick it off to their right instead of their left, leading to more blue-sided wins, but it is how it is. And we will not complain as we move on to match number 8 between the Sniffers and the Diamondeers. And if any team is going to lose, it's the Sniffers. I absolutely hate the Sniffers. I only made them on a team just to hate on them because Sniffers are absolutely the worst mob Minecraft has ever added, Mojang has ever added, and we all know it. So we've got the Sniffers and the Diamondeers. Argue with me, argue with me in the comments if you disagree, but we all know that the Sniffers are the worst. So if any team is to bottle Clockworkus left side, it is the Sniffers, and we all want to see it happen today as we get match number 8 underway with the Sniffers and the Diamondeers getting ready to go now with the very first drop of the game. being a diamond, and it is kicked to the Diamondeers, of course. They snag their own material. Now we'll bring them up to a 15-point lead against the Sniffers. Let's get 5 more. And I think I just saw the Nether Star, and indeed, the Nether Star goes to the Diamondeers, so we could see a right-sided win here. It certainly seems an additional 60 points for the Diamondeers, and the Sniffers a whole lot of nothing. I swear this isn't rigged. I swear it isn't rigged, guys. That is the Diamondeers 75 to the Sniffers 6. If you are a Sniffers fan, first, I'm sorry that you are a Sniffers fan, and secondly, I'm not sorry that you're losing this game. But with only 6 drops so far and 15 to go, Diamondeers up by 69. And 5 more coming down here. A diamond hopping over and a netherite to the Diamondeers. This is the most rigged thing I've ever seen if I've ever seen something be rigged. Another diamond as well for the Diamondeers. Only 2 dropped for the Sniffers in the redstone here. It's just 10 points for them. And somehow that exactly comes out to 100 over the Sniffers with 10 drops to go, I do believe. Yeah, 6 and 5. Yep, 10 drops to go. Sniffers down by 100 to the Diamondeers. It truly was made to be, chat. I did call it, and I swear I am not rigging this. 5 more drops coming down. An emerald kicked to the Sniffers. Some charity money there for them. 25 points. And not much here for the Diamondeers, but with the huge lead, they will keep it going. And 25 to 6 there with that round for the Sniffers, but the lead is still several with only 5 drops to go. But it would be so like Clockworkus to hand all the points to the Sniffers here. They didn't. I thought I could jinx it back the other way. Just 15 points there. Sorry, 20 points there for the Sniffers, and very few more for Diamondeers. But the result is the same. Diamondeers 2 points. Another star dropping early to the Diamondeers. Secured their place, but they managed to put on a strong finish still to stay 71 points ahead of their competition. And the Sniffers, as I foresaw somehow, are the first team to bottle left. And if they're the only team to bottle Clockwork is left, or to lose while on Clockwork is left, I think I might I might be yelled at here, but I promise, I didn't rig that. I hate the Sniffers with my guts, and I'm glad they lost there, but definitely would not rig that. I promise I will try. What? Try? I promise I will not rig anything ever during this league. Sniffers, Diamond Ears. Final score. Sniffers, oops. Sniffers 61 to the Diamond Ears 132. And that will not earn them a medal. No, the medalists are still the Savannah Cats, and then we got the Tridents, followed by the Chargers. Unless, yeah, the Violets only got 136. So Chargers currently sitting in the bronze position. Now let us get back to week number 9. Just 4 games remaining this week for Clockworkus Cycle 1, Season 1 of the Minecraft Sim League. And here we go. Number 9, Phantoms and Hive Mind. Let's get our next two teams up here and the scoreboard. And there we go. 0-0. Tests blank. Starting off game number 9 with the Nether Star, which will drop to the Phantoms. That's the third time I think we've had the Nether Star drop very first. And the Phantoms will claim the 50 points very happily here. And with just one drop, the Phantoms up to 50 points. And the left side advantage is back in play here after the Sniffers. I'm just going to keep talking about the Sniffers. They absolutely bottled it last time. Getting some more drops here. There's another eye for the Hive Mind that could be good for them, but then another eye as well for the Phantoms, which will see them retain their lead as the score is 36 to 75 with 15 drops to go. A very high scoring one here so far. And there's another piece of netherite and another. Two pieces of netherite for the hive mind. Oh, and the last piece of netherite for the phantoms. There are only four pieces. Wait, no, maybe there are more. I thought there were only four pieces of netherite. Anyway, a lot of netherite in play right now, and it's gone all over. 25 more. This is going to be a huge, huge high scoring game. So that is 27 more, as well as 51 more for the hive mind. 10 drops to go. And although the hive mind have got more, it's the phantoms that have got the better of it with the nether star and two pieces of netherite. 10 drops to go. So far, a 45-point lead for the phantoms. I think that was five. We're going to have to do a count here first. Six. Oh, goodness. 6, 9, 10, 16. Yes. So only 3 points for the phantoms. And the points for the hive mind, we'll take them up to 103, right? Because we got 75, 85, 95, 101, 103, and only 3 points for the Phantoms. So with five pushes to go, the hive mind are right back in this one. It will come down to the wire. Will the Phantoms be the second team in a row to bottle left side advantage? There's a diamond for them. See if they got anything else. That's about it. Maybe another lapis there, but I don't think so. I think the only things they got here maybe was the iron, or maybe they already had the iron. An emerald is going to be huge. Let's check the final calculations here. And that's 123 for the Phantoms, and the Hive Mind have 75, 90, 100, 120, 126, 128, and 130, which means the Hive Mind will take the win, surprisingly, out of nowhere. After a huge, huge start for the Phantoms, the Hive Mind will steal the 2 points from them. I'm sure they're very happy about that one. All B fans everywhere, very excited about that one. That was incredible. The first comeback victory that Clockworkus has given us. And the Hive Mind from the right side against left side advantage. Only the second team to win from the right side, and the first team not against the Sniffers. They will now take their place in history here, second team in a row as well. Phantoms 123, the Hive Minds 130. which will still not earn them a medal, but it'll earn them a place in the hearts of all fans of the Minecraft Sim League, as they are the first comeback Clockworkus victor, and from the right side as well. Now checking on matchup number 10 with just 3 games to go. We got the Pillagers taking on the Edge. And with all that taken care of and ready to go, it's oh, never mind. It's not time to get started. Good thing I check those chests every time. Let's go throw these back. I find this rather satisfying. Watch this. Oh yeah, the water sounds and the way they just items just like whoop up the water. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. But anyway, Pillagers, Edge, first drop. Let's do this. And it is a Lapis that will fall to the Pillagers here, which means they are up by a score of 2-0 at the beginning of the match. There we go, 2-0 for the Pillagers. 5 drops now, could go anyone's way, but of course, I will continue to talk about the left side advantage despite the last two left lefties losing it. And there's another star for the Pillagers, but didn't mean anything last time. 2 emeralds though with another star. That's another 90 points, and the Edge only able to put up 21. And just a huge score for the Pillagers so far, 92, with only 6 drops thus far, 15 to go. This could be a generational run. The leader currently has 199. Let's see if the Pillagers can grab something from it. There's a 20, but it goes to the Edge. The Pillagers just get a 10 there to bring their total up to 102. Meanwhile, for the Edge, another Emerald will do well for them. And they've brought it closer here, 102 to 64. 10 drops to go. Pillagers would like to see some more big numbers if they hope to secure a medal here. And there's a 1 point. It bounces back to the Edge. And only 5 points. Actually, they got this 15, didn't they? So only 20 points for the Pillagers to 122. A little bit of everything here for the Edge. And that's only 9 points more for the Edge. So they're down 49 with 5 drops to go here with just 2 games to go after this one. I think that was 5. Let's check the drops here. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We need one more to finish it off to get us to that 21. And it will be an emerald. And it does drop to the Edge. I wasn't really paying attention. Only another 5 points for the Pillagers. So something big here for the Edge, like another emerald, another gold, another diamond. Could we see a comeback here? Let's do the calculations. 80, 90, 120. 126, 128. 128, everybody. Who could write a script like that? I certainly could not. The Edge, the third team in a row to win on the right side in another comeback victory. This is just getting out of hand. This is just getting out of hand. I can't even control my own scripting, my own rigging. I mean, I don't mind the Pillagers. And I don't really know how I feel about the name Edge. It just sorta came out, popped in my head, you know? But, yeah, the Edge winning. The Edge of the world. That's their full name. Mhm. Winning by 128 to 127. 1 point victory. And astonishing for all the league. Clockwork is delivering another banger. And Pillagers, I think they were the one with the hot start. Pillagers, it's another comeback win. And no medals to be handed out, but the Edge certainly glad with the 2 points they did get. Wow. Only 2 games to go. Hopefully, they're as exciting as these last few as we get back to it. And as we go to matchup number 11, numero 11, my Sun Rays, whose jersey I made, taking on the Detonators, mascotted the mascot, or yeah, what? Their mascot is TNT, so they're bound to be explosive and unpredictable. But, the Sun Rays, my favorite team, I certainly couldn't script a left side advantage victory for them, could I? A comeback win against the right-siders? Certainly something like that will not happen. If that does happen, you have my permission to unsubscribe. Don't do it yet, but if they come back, you have my permission to unsubscribe. If something scripted happens, which definitely, hopefully, will not happen, I want to see a dominant victory from the Sun Rays. Um, or maybe I don't, because will that feel scripted as well? I don't want the Sun Rays to lose, but that might be the only way to prove it's not scripted. Our first drop is coming down now, and it's a copper for the Detonators, which brings the score up to 1-0. And I forgot the scoreboard, didn't I? And there we are, the Detonators off to a 1-0 victory. 5 more drops to go here. And 15 after that. A lot of copper coming down. And there's an emerald for the Detonators. 21 points to 32. Come on, Sunrays. We need points here. 15 drops to go. There's some emeralds down and a netherite falling to the detonators. That is not good for my hopes and dreams. We got another emerald, but that will be outshined by another, and I think they got another emerald as well. 45 points for them. And the lead grows for the detonators with 10 drops to go. Yep, hoping to see the nether star in our pot here. Another gold for the detonators. But we do get another right. 35 points there from that. And all of a sudden, we're only down by 6, and I now am going to revoke your permission to unsubscribe because this is about to be a banger of a comeback. 5 drops to go, down by 6. Come on, Sunrays. Just drop me another star. Here we go. I think that was 5, right? A diamond, a gold, and an iron. Come on. That's good for us. I think we just completed the comeback. We just completed the comeback. Let's go, Sunrays. It's not scripted. It's not rigged. I promise. There's nothing up there. Watch this. Spectator mode. There's nothing up here. That could have rigged it. Absolutely nothing. It's a completely normal dropper. There is absolutely nothing. Look down here. This is all my redstone. It's going a little crazy because I don't know how to use redstone. But this is what it looks like. It's not rigged. It drops it right down the middle. And it falls down. And it goes down. And it's dropped right into our droppers and into our chest. And we've just gotten a comeback here. Come on. Let's do the calculations. And there it is, the final score. Sunrays 116 to Detonators 94. Certainly won't win us any medals. I think we were like one of the scoring, uh, lowest scoring. You should be able to wear it like on your back of your head, like a pillager. Certainly won't win us any medals, as I said. Uh, I think we were one of the lowest scoring winners this week, but we will take the 2 points. Go, go Sunrays. Let's go Sunrays. Come on, say it with me, chat. We love the Sunrays. That's the best team, clearly, because that's just how I made it. Not rigged it. That's just, I like, that was the first team I made because I wanted to have a team. So the Sunrays, 116 to 94. And we are going to go down in the history books as a winner in the first week. there it is. Sunrays 116, Detonators 94, with one game to go this week. I hope you guys have enjoyed it so far. I certainly have. It has taken quite a while, but the more I do this, the more efficient I will get. I have enjoyed making this for you guys so far. So let's get right into it. Matchup number 12, the final match of this week. Clockwork is Bone Bows taking on the Bucketheads. And honestly, I could care less who wins this one because the Sunrays are the winners. And we certainly won't be up on this podium after this week. But watch as we continue to get wins. And we will be up there sooner than you know. Bone Bows taking on the Bucketheads. And let's just go throw these in and throw up the scoreboard. And we will be ready to go with the very first drop of the last game of Clockwork. Because it's the Nether Star. Of course it is. And it goes to the Bone Bows. I just realized I forgot to reset the score there. There's the correct score. 50-0 Bone Bows with another star. The only one to have dropped so far. 20 drops to go in this week. Here we go. Lots of drops falling towards the Bone Bows, but there's an emerald for the Bucketheads. There we are. 5 more here. 15 to go. There's a piece of netherite to the Bucketheads. Could they try to catch up here? Never mind. 2 netherite for the Bone Bows. See them take a large lead. That's over 100. 121 to be exact. And it's a high scoring affair thus far. Bone Bows 121 to the Bucketheads 95. 10 drops to go. There's some low scoring points there. Some more copper for the Bone Bows, but they do get an emerald. Meanwhile, just a piece of gold there for the Bucketheads. And I do believe that gives the Bone Bows a medal with 5 drops still to go here. Did we see some more points? They're all shuffling towards the Bucketheads. I don't think the Bone Bows got anything there. Buckethead's likely too far back to mount a comeback, or are they? Let's do the calculations. 50, 90, 120, 150. Oh, sorry. 155, 156. That's still really close. A 6 point game. Yeah, 50, 50, 90, 130, 120, 150, 155, 156. A 6 point game. 6 point game. Really close. And the Bucketheads almost earned, actually, no. They would have had to have scored above second. Wait. No, because the Tridents were silver, weren't they? So, man, a few more points. The Bucketheads may have secured themselves a third place finish despite losing. And let's just go check the scores to make sure here. Bone Bows undoubtedly earning a medal here, and Bucketheads undoubtedly not. But still, very impressive match from both of them. High scoring affair, that's what we like to see from Clockworkus. 162 to 156. Let's go put in their history. And with the final side, we write in the final matchup of this week. Bone Bows with the win. 162 to the Bucketheads. 156. Very, very good from them. And let's just make sure here. So Savannah Cats with a dominant 199 will be securing the gold medal. Trident's 160. And it does look like it will be Bone Bows with 162 securing the silver, or the iron, I should say. And the Chargers, nope, the Tridents with 160 getting the copper. And now the points have been tallied and the blocks have been put in. Tridents with the bronze, Savannah Cats with the gold, and all the way down there, the Bone Bows with the silver. To start off season one, now let's do the final bit of calculations to see who will make the leaderboard this week. Because you get 10 points for a gold, 7 for a silver, 4 for a bronze, and then you get 2 for a win. And those all count towards your cup points. So, with the gold, because they got 199 points, they earn the gold medal. Highest amount of points in a game every week earns a gold medal. So, a gold for the Savannah Cats, silver for the Bone Bows, and bronze for the Tridents, who scored 160, what was it, 62 and 160 respectively. And then all the other winners will just sort of go lined up here. It doesn't so currently the Sniffers are in dead last right where they should be. Of course, it wouldn't stand that way. All the teams on zero if the season were to end right now, which of course it won't. But if there are two or more teams that are around here, they will all play like a mini league of only wrangling. So if there are multiple teams, like say, like of course it would never happen, but as it stands right now, 12 teams would all be playing a mini league to decide the 4 teams that get relegated. But there's our leaderboard right now. Savannah Cat's definitely in first. Bonebow's definitely in second. Trident's definitely in third. And then we've got about until there. So all these teams over here all on 2 cut points, and all these teams down here on 0. And wow, after about like 2.5 hours of filming, that is the end of this video. Um, it did it did take a lot longer than I thought, but the other sports do not take quite as long as Clockworkers does. And yeah, hopefully I can find ways to make it more efficient. If you have any ideas, of course, put them down in the comments as well as your favorite team. And I'm always wanting to hear new ideas for teams that I will put on this bar that I have over here. This is where the second division will go. So all the best ideas that I've heard will go here, and any suggestion that you make will end up here. And I may, instead of choosing my own teams, I may throw it to a vote. So we will all the teams that get suggested will be thrown up there. So if you want to have your own little influence over the Minecraft Sim League, go ahead and comment an idea for another team, and maybe even design a banner if you want to. That I will in the second division, which of course will be playing its own one cycle league to decide the top 4 who will be replacing the bottom 4 or the bottom 3 and the sniffers, as I like to say, um, in next season, which is several weeks away, hopefully. But yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the first week. I hope I can I can keep up with it. I'm having fun. If you guys are having fun, I'm hoping to yeah, just yeah, I'm hoping to keep this going. Hopefully I won't get burnt out like I did some of my other series. But I made a skin for it, and I made all these banners and all these mini games, and it's all in Minecraft, which you guys seem to like Minecraft. So just play into your strengths, play into my strengths. We will see where we get. 5 weeks down the line, the cycle will end, and one team will definitely be put in first. The cycle wins are worth a whopping 20 points. So, yes, thank you guys again so much for watching. If you want to see more of this, subscribe. And of course, I do a lot of other gaming things and whatnot. So, if you want to see anything at all, anything fun, uh, subscribe, leave a like, comment what you want to see. I'm always open for suggestions for my channel. I like game suggestions. I may not play every game. I'm sort of specific when it comes to the sort of games I like to play, which is that I'm not specific at all, and I just randomly pick and choose. But yeah, I don't know why I'm still here yapping. You guys probably have already clicked on another video, but if you're still here, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, and see ya.